Finally, Lady Gaga is working on a project with the indie pop band from France, Phoenix. And what? Oh, River's little brother? It's a Joker sequel? Well, this should be interesting, right?
I need to have reality to be focused on me. I'm on TV. I am a Vidiot.
Batman, a character that I love so dearly, in part because of the stories you can tell with his rogues gallery. His assortment of colorful criminal adversaries are so ripe with story potential that you could give them their own movie. Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix, promised to be a dark take on the character that peeled back the layers to reveal the sad origin of Gotham's most notorious clown prince of crime. I didn't start my channel until after the first movie came out, so if you want to know my thoughts, here's my quick take. If you ignore that basically it's a pastiche of two different Martin Scorsese films with a popular comic book IP slapped on to it, then it's pretty good. But only because of its ambiguity. If the entire film is just a manipulative lie this Joker is telling his psychiatrist to amuse himself, the Arthur Fleck identity, his connection to the Wayne family, if it's all made up, the movie understands the Joker. But I got the feeling that Todd Phillips isn't that kind of filmmaker. It's the type of movie that you have to come armed with your own headcanon to really enjoy it. But what about this movie? Is the studio too chicken to really label it a musical? Before going in, I have heard that maybe it wasn't that good. But I decided to not really look into reviews and I wanted to go in fresh. Usually I avoid seeing bad movies, especially when I know going in that they're going to be bad. So I thought maybe make a video that suggests how they could have made it better, like I did with my Madam Web review, which you should totally check out. But about this movie, let's get into it. I paid the ticket, I went and saw it, so here we go. I'm gonna go non-spoilers first, and I'll let you know when we reach spoiler town, okay? If you had to commit to watching just one DC title character that is being pushed on us right now at the moment, I'd probably choose the Penguin, if I'm honest. Note to self, make some sort of Penguin video. Anyway, let's talk the positives. The opening was a fun idea. More of that in spoilers. The choice to make it a musical was a very bold choice. More of that in spoilers. Casting Lady Gaga was good. She really embodies the beaten up beauty kind of vibe, and she's a very talented performer, so that's good. And this version of Harley is pretty good. That is pretty much all the good stuff. Sorry. My opinion on it is that this film doesn't quite stick the landing with any of the things it's trying to do. It kind of fails as a musical because the story in and of itself is aping another musical. And when that came out, that was an Oscar winning or at least nominated film. And they could have, like what they did with the last movie, just copy that aesthetic, but they chose not to, and it makes me wonder why. Why are they suddenly too good to do that? Without really getting into spoilers, my feeling is that even though the actors are doing a good job, the music choices weren't entirely 100% give you that push to the gut feeling that you want from a musical. If you move the musical stuff aside, the story that we're left with is also kind of confusing, because with something with this IP, you figure you could do something really interesting, and they didn't really do anything that interesting. I don't feel like this is gonna be Oscar nominated, or it feels like it really wants to be prestige and wants to say something deep, but it doesn't quite hit any of the marks they would like to go to. Yeah, I don't know how to talk about any of this without getting into spoilers, so let me just say that this is probably a 5 Uncle Phils out of a whole bunch of millions of Uncle Phils. Like, I don't quite find this as entertaining as I'd like. So I'm afraid this is one that you just might as well stay at home and watch The Penguin instead, because that at least feels like it's on track and it respects the universe it's in. All right, now we're in spoiler town.